Yo, what up? It's me, Trav, making a YouTube video. Been getting tons of questions about WoW Classic and the upcoming races, and the factions and a ton of different stuff. So I'm going to start just a series about it now that I have access to it. So bear with me. So first of all, I'm just going to come out and say that we are going Horde and not Alliance. Horde ratios are way better than Alliance, especially for PvP, and PvE in general. So that's one of the main reasons why we're picking it. So I'm going to talk to you guys about Orc, one of the 4 races available to Horde right now. They have Enrage, which increases the damage that they do, but at a risk of reducing heals by 50%. So if you pop it, just keep in mind that you're doing it at a risk, because if you're going to be getting healed, your heals will only do 50% less. So they also are resistant to stun effects, which is huge for PvP, because warriors have stuns, hunters have stuns, and rogues have a lot of stuns, and you have a 25% chance to actually resist it. They have damage increased by pets, which is huge for warlocks and hunters, since those are the only 2 races that really deal with pets. Skills with axes is also increased, which means they will do more damage by a small percent if using an axe. So keep that in mind when picking your class. Undead, very aesthetically pleasing. They have a Fear, Sleep, and Charm break, which is called Will of the Forsaken, which is huge when playing against warriors or warlocks. And it's really good in PvP. They also have a move that is called Cannibalize, which allows them to actually eat the corpse of something that they just killed, to actually regain health. So if you're like speed leveling, or if you're grinding through mobs, or if you have a little downtime, or if you're out of food, you can actually cannibalize the dead body you just killed to regain health. Next up, they have Underwater Breathing, which is increased by 3,000%, which basically means that they don't die while swimming. And in Classic, that's going to be awesome, because a lot of the quests actually have you go underwater. So I actually almost died questing today. Keep that in mind. They're also resistant to shadow damage, and I'll explain a little bit that later. Next up, we have Tauren. Tauren have what is called War Stomp. It's one of the only AoE stuns in the game, and an absolute game changer. This would be one of the only reasons why I would actually run Tauren, because of War Stomp. You have 4 people attacking you all around you. You can pop this. It's on a 2-minute cooldown. Stuns everybody around you for 2 seconds. Gets a pretty nice heal off if you're a shaman or if you're a healer. Their maximum health is also increased. So imagine you have the same gear, same class, same everything as an orc or a troll or an undead. The Tauren will automatically have more health just based off their race. Their herbalism skill is increased. Benefits can basically mean that they can pick up what they can pick up and how fast the skill is actually leveled. And they're also resistant to nature damage. And last of the 4 races, we have Troll. Trolls have Berserking, which increases the attack and casting speed from anywhere from 10 to 30%. The higher your health, the slower the speed. So if you're at full health, you'll probably be at about 10% increased attack speed. But if you're greatly injured, you'll actually hit 30% attack speed. Regeneration. They have Regeneration, which means health regeneration rate is increased by 10%. And 10% of total health continues during combat, which is awesome if you're leveling. So they also gain increased damage against beasts, all beasts, which can make leveling a lot quicker. So like killing a boar, killing a tiger, anything like that, you actually get increased damage, so your attack power is going to do more. They also have throwing and bow weapons skill increased, which can actually make this a tough choice between orcs and their pet damage increase. So it's really up to you depending on what you want to go. So keep that in mind. Also, in Classic, while things like resistance to nature damage or shadow damage will actually matter closer towards the end of the game or once you get max level. So same with things like a certain race will give you a specialization. So for example, orcs have skill with an axe increased. So if you use an axe weapon, then I'm going to automatically do more damage than if I was going to use a sword. Or same with the troll, who has bow skill increased. They will do more damage with the bow than they would if they were using a gun. Next video, I'm probably going to talk about alliance races, so just stay tuned. But I hope this really helps you guys out. Feel free to drop by the stream. I stream every day, or just send me a DM at Twitter at Typhoon Trap. Much love.